Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining us today as we introduced Omega Biotech's first piece of hardware technology developed to complement our industry-leading chemistry, the MagBinder Fit24. With price point in mind, MagBinder Fit24 offers an affordable entry point to automated workflows, empowering labs of varying sizes and budgets to adopt automation and enhance their capabilities. A little bit about me. My name is Brandon Aspero. I'm one of the product managers here at Omega Biotech. I oversee a few different product lines, including our EZNA and EZ96 chemistry, plasticware and consumables, and now the MagBinder Fit24 platform. Joining me today are a couple of my colleagues, Tesfaye Kemsey, one of our application scientists, and Chris Stewart, Manager of R&D. So guys, please tell us a little bit more about yourselves.
Hi, thanks Brandon. Hi everyone, my name is Tesfaye Kemsey, and I'm an application scientist here at Omega Biotech. My role as an application scientist consists of working with our customers to provide automated solutions for DNA and RNA extractions using Omega Biotech reagents. I've also been working closely with an R&D team to help validate the work they have done on the MagBinder Fit24.
Hey, I'm Chris Stewart, and I am the Manager of Research and Development here at Omega Biotech. Generally, I work with our scientists to facilitate high-level experimental planning and data analysis, and I just kind of generally guide the R&D process here. I'm also the key point of contact between R&D and the rest of the company. So I helped translate the work we were doing here in R&D on the MagBinder to FAS, marketing, and all of the other departments here.
All right. Thanks, Chris and Tesfaye. A brief overview of what we'll be talking about today. We'll start off with an introduction about Omega Biotech before getting into our discussion about the MagBinder Fit24. And we'll wrap up today with questions from the audience. So please feel free to put those in the Q&A box and the toolbar below. So Omega Biotech, we started in 1998 developing chemistries and solutions for nucleic acid purification. As part of our mission, we are working to bring cost-effective automated nucleic acid workflows to your lab. That being said, Tesfaye, what's one of the advantages our customers can expect when working with Omega Biotech?
Yeah, one advantage you have when working with Omega Biotech is that we pride ourselves in our technical support, which I've been personally involved with through my experience in my current role as an application scientist. And in doing so, we're assisting customers in their journey with nucleic acid purification.
Yeah, and in addition to that, our ISO certification allows us to deliver products to customers that help support them in creating their own laboratory tests, as well as bring you CE/IVD products.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. All right, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's watch a short video about the platform before jumping into our discussion.
Elevate your laboratory experience with the MagBinder Fit24 Nucleic Acid Purification System. Efficiency, affordability, precision, flexibility, and reliability, all in one powerful instrument. Our affordable, state-of-the-art instrument utilizes 24 magnetic rods coordinated to pick up, transfer, and release magnetic particles within reagent cartridge wells, ensuring a reliable and streamlined process for DNA and RNA purification. Accommodating 1 to 24 samples simultaneously, the MagBinder Fit24 is compatible with a range of sample types. The MagBinder Fit24 is not just an instrument, it is your solution to more efficient, automated workflows, specifically designed for nucleic acid purification for research applications, and in countries that accept CE/IVD, in vitro diagnostic applications. Tailored for use in laboratories that cannot justify a high-throughput solution, it brings efficiency to your research protocols. Designed to work seamlessly with both MagBind kits and specially designed pre-filled cartridges, the MagBinder Fit24 comes with preloaded protocols. Experience efficient nucleic acid purification with the MagBinder Fit24 Nucleic Acid Purification System. Affordable purification of 1 to 24 samples. Faster workflows using pre-filled cartridges. Easy to use with a wide range of sample types. To learn more and to speak with one of our application specialists, visit www.omegabiotech.com.
All right, good stuff. Now we saw a little overview of the system. Let's get into more of the specs. So as mentioned, the MagBinder Fit24 is a magnetic processor that can run up to 24 samples of various types for DNA and RNA extraction. To complement this equipment, we offer a validated preloaded scripts that work with our pre-filled kits, which we'll touch on a little bit later. The system is also open to allow implementation of user-made scripts that are compatible with our MagBind chemistry. General runtime for our scripts is about an hour, and the unit does come with a UV light, so once you're done for the day, you can just turn that on and decontaminate your deck. So that being said, Tesfaye, why did Omega decide to release an instrument?
Yeah, so we're introducing the MagBinder Fit24 to package all of the support that we offer for lab automation with our expertise and chemistries into one solution by now providing an automation platform. This also provides a solution for labs that face roadblocks when breaking into automation.
Good point. You mentioned roadblocks. Are there any specific challenges you would say maybe smaller labs might face when trying to implement automation?
Yeah, so one of the challenges that keeps labs out of automation is that as a smaller lab, you may think that the price point for full automation is out of your range. However, the MagBinder Fit24 addresses this common challenge and has a price point that is definitely within reach. Another obstacle to consider is the large footprint that automation can present. We all know that as labs, we want to maximize the space that we have. The relatively small footprint of the MagBinder Fit24 allows you to set up a small and dedicated space on virtually any lab benchtop. And then lastly, a challenge with getting started in automation that may keep you away from it is the extensive training that may be associated with the system that you're looking at. Automation can be complex, and taking the time to get users trained can be costly and time-consuming. With the MagBinder Fit24, however, you won't have to worry about extensive training for your lab team.
Yeah, to add to that, Tesfaye, because this is so much less complex than a full automation system, you can get this instrument up and running the same day you receive it. So as soon as you get it, you can start generating your data.
Awesome. Good point, guys. So you guys ordered the instrument. It arrives at your doorstep. Tesfaye, can you maybe walk us through what setting up the instrument looks like?
Yeah, absolutely. So here we're showing everything that you need to run pre-filled or empty cartridges is included in the box, so that you can receive your shipment and get the MagBinder up and running on the same day. What you will receive is listed on the table to the right, and that includes a power cord, a tray for pre-filled or empty cartridges, tray supports, a mouse, a couple Allen wrenches to remove support pieces inside the instrument, and a USB drive that contains your operation manual. You'll also receive another shipment that contains your qualification kit as well.
All right. So we got the instrument set up. You're ready to get with those extractions, ready to get going. So, but you're not really quite sure where to start. So, Tesfaye, what kind of support does Omega Biotech provide for customers implementing workflows on this piece of equipment?
Yeah, so the MagBinder Fit24 system comes preloaded with validated scripts for our pre-filled cartridges, and we'll explore our pre-filled cartridges in more detail later on. For the rest of our MagBind line, we do provide guidelines for user-verified protocols. And to get those guidelines, you can contact our FAS team, and we'd be more than happy to give recommendations for writing user scripts, and we can provide those guidelines for user-verified protocols. And if you have any other further questions, you can always contact our product support team listed on the email listed on the slide in front of us at product_support@omegabiotech.com.
All right. So we've introduced the MagBinder Fit24 platform, how to set it up, and support that you need to get those extractions started. But what kind of extractions can you expect to be used on this system? So the MagBinder 24 MagBinder Fit24 is compatible with our MagBind chemistry line. That being said, we've developed pre-filled kits of two of our most popular kits, the MB Fit24 cfDNA kit and the MB Fit24 blood and tissue DNA kit. So let's talk about the first one. MB Fit24 cfDNA kit. It's designed for sample types up to 4 mLs of plasma and serum. It does a really great job at targeting those smaller fragments, cfDNA, with minimal genomic DNA contamination, and is suitable for downstream applications like qPCR and NGS, etc. I believe we do have some data to go over. So Chris, could maybe you walk us through what that looks like?
Yeah, sure. So like you said, Brandon, essentially what we've done is taken a few of our most popular kits and we adapted them to the pre-filled MagBinder format. So we've optimized these scripts so that you get the same level of quality you would get if you perform the same extraction either manually or on some other automation platform, but you've got either a lot less hands-on time or a lot less of the complexity that's involved with full liquid handling automation. So for the first piece of data that we've got here, we're looking at tape station data. So we're looking to evaluate the yield and integrity of the cfDNA that was extracted from 2 separate sources of plasma. So as you can see here, we get different results depending on the source of plasma. That's not unusual. We actually selected these 2 sources. One is a high yielding source and one is a low yielding source. And just how much you get depends on your plasma, depending on how it was stored, the preservative used, and then just inherent differences between the donors. And what you can see is around that 200 base pair mark, you see the primary cfDNA peak with some multimers above that. But generally, you can see that we're getting pretty good cfDNA from both of these samples, regardless if it was a high yielding or a low yielding sample. So our next piece of data here that we've got is we're looking at qPCR analysis. So obviously, once you get your DNA, you're probably going to want to PCR this. And what we do to look for inhibition to make sure we're not carrying anything through from either the sample or the chemistry that's going to interfere with your downstream assays, we do a dilution test. So we do either 2 microliters of input DNA or 6 microliters of input DNA. And we look for the difference between those 2 CT values. So based on those dilutions, we're looking between a 1 to 1.5 CT difference is what we'd expect between those 2. And you can see here that in both of these cases, we get the expected CT difference. You can also see that we've got a lot lower CT values in plasma lot L, and that's to be expected because that was the higher yielding lot of plasma. And that corresponds to what we saw on the tape station.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. Next up is our MB Fit24 blood and tissue DNA kit. Now, this kit is designed for a variety of sample types like blood, saliva, buccal swabs, cell culture, fresh and frozen tissue. Again, this kit is great for downstream analyses like qPCR and NGS. And I believe we have some more data to show on this one. So Chris, can you talk us through that?
Yeah, absolutely. So here we're looking at our pre-filled B6399 kit, where we extracted DNA from either 250 microliters of blood or 500 microliters of stabilized saliva. So that was collected in a special saliva collection device. You can see that we consistently yield approximately 10 micrograms of DNA from the samples, and the 260, 230 values are generally above 2 for the blood samples. This has been tested on a wide variety of samples, and we generally get very good results. We've also evaluated this kit using tissue samples, which does require some additional upfront sample prep. And you just can't throw a chunk of tissue in there and expect to get good results. But using that tissue, you do get really good results as well. So here we're looking at tape station. Again, we're looking at the integrity of the genomic DNA that we're getting. And you can see we're getting really large, unfragmented, high molecular weight DNA from both blood and saliva. And while we haven't directly assessed it yet, I would suspect that this DNA would be a really good input for long-read NGS. And then finally, we've got the qPCR analysis. We have to do this a little bit differently than we did before, just because we're getting so much DNA out of these samples. So we can't do that 2 microliter and 6 microliter test. Here, what we do is a 1 to 10 and a 1 to 100 dilution test to look for any possible inhibition for your downstream assays. So based on that 1 to 10 and 1 to 100 dilution, we would expect about a 3 to 3.5 delta CT value between the two dilutions. And that's exactly what we get. So that indicates that these samples are really clean. Overall, we're really pleased with how these pre-filled kits work in conjunction with the MagBinder. And they're generally on par, if not better than running the kit manually, which of course requires a lot less hands-on time, and also reduces your chance of error when you're using these pre-filled kits. We actually try to use them whenever we can in our lab, just because the time savings and the consistency really improves our productivity.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris. As I mentioned earlier, the MagBinder Fit24 system is not just compatible with pre-filled kits, but also our MagBind chemistry line as well. And if you're interested in implementing any one of our existing kits onto the system, please reach out to us and we can work with you on that. So moving forward, our development roadmap for the MagBinder 24 product line involves future iterations of pre-filled kits based off of our MagBind chemistry line, including high volume blood DNA kit, as well as CE-IVD versions of our pre-filled kits as well. So that being said, thank you everyone for joining us today. For any additional information, please reach out to us at omegabiotech.com or send us an email at info@omegabiotech.com. And we can work with you on anything that you have. So that being said, let's get into those questions from the audience. If you can, please add those to the Q&A box in the toolbar below. Right, let's see here. One question coming in. What is the price range of the instrument? Price point for this instrument, you're looking at under 20 grand. Oops. All right, next question. If blood values for 260, 230 are higher than 2. Why are 260, 230 ratios higher than 2? Chris, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, I don't think they were all that much higher than 2. They do get a little bit higher, but generally that's just a really high purity sample. I mean, we're floating slightly behind, above that 2. So you can also see that in our PCR, we're not getting any sort of inhibition. So it's not unusual to get values a little bit above 2.
Next question, is lysis on board or offline? I can take that one. So lysis right now is offline. And then you put that onto the instrument after incubation period. Right. Next question. What is the input for the blood and tissue kit? Tester, you want to take that one?
Yeah, sure. So the input volume for our blood and tissue kit, specifically for blood, that is 250 microliters.
Looks like someone joined us late. So how long does one extraction cycle take? So as mentioned before, it depends on your sample type and the kit that you're using. But once on deck, our script times usually last about an hour. Next question here. Regarding the extraction for DNA isolation from serum and plasma, what is the minimum volume? I'm assuming you're in the cfDNA kit. So for that kit, we have tested input volumes ranging from 1 to 4. So if you have less than 4 mLs, what you would do is you'd bring up your plasma or serum sample up to the 4 mLs and use that as input into the extraction kit. Another question. Did you access the DIN or RIN values from the samples extracted? Chris, did you want to take that one?
Yeah, we didn't show them, but they're generally above 8 in that like not 8 to 9 and above range. They're usually really good. That's of course going to vary based on your independent sample, right? If your sample hasn't been treated particularly well or it's old, your DINs and your RINs are going to drop. But like I said, we're generally above 8 and in that 8 to 9 kind of range.
Let's see here. Next question. What does it mean by open system? Can one use kits from other vendors? If yes, what is required? Tesfaye, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, so technically you can use kits from other vendors on our magnetic processor, the MagBinder Fit24. However, we will not be able to support you on if you're using other kits. So our MagBinder Fit24 has been validated using our MagBind chemistry, so that's what we would support you with.
And just to touch on that, the open system means that the system is open for a customer to go in and make their own scripts or protocols. Let's see. Are origin samples compatible with the extraction methods? Tesfaye, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, sure. So I assume that when you say origin samples, you mean the collection kits. So we actually did use the origin saliva collection kits with the test we did with the blood and tissue on the MagBinder. So yes, it is compatible.
Right. Next up is how many preps are included in the pre-filled kits? So yes, the kits are 48 preps. So all of our pre-filled kits will come with 48 preps. All right. Next. There's one. Are there any plans to try to implement purification of proteins by creating new kits? Chris, did you want to take that one?
So right now we don't have any plans to make a protein purification kit, particularly for this. But if you've got a strategy that this could be used for, there's nothing stopping you from doing that yourself. But we don't have any of those plans currently.
Sounds good. All right, everyone. I think that wraps it up. So we didn't get to your questions again, or if you have any additional questions, please reach out to us at info@omegabiotech.com. So thank you everyone for joining us today, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.